Hey, what's going on YouTube? I know it's been a minute since I've done a video. I had a couple things going on in my life, so not like anything bad or anything like that, but just a couple things like with the business and just life and stuff like that. Anyway, so just wanted to come back on and start back doing my videos. So and I want to give y'all a couple of updates on everything that's been going on with me. So I think last time I left off, I may have been touching on me being in the process of purchasing a truck for my trucking company. If you'll remember, I was renting a truck from Budget for a while. It had been like a couple months, maybe like 3 months total, and so that was starting to get old really quick. It was eating into my profits a lot. Those rental trucks are just I mean, I'm not gonna say that it's bad business, but they're able to make the rates and they're able to do it how they want to do it. So on top of that, and then gas prices increasing as well, it just wasn't smart financially, I don't think. And like talking to other people as well, like it just wasn't making sense to continue to rent when I could figure out a way to purchase. So yeah, so that's what I did. I got a truck. I'll post a little picture of it there so you can see it. And if I can't get a picture on there, then just know I tried. But I'm gonna try to put a picture on here so y'all can see the truck that I got. And I'm actually planning to get my stickers put on it soon. I keep saying I'm gonna do it like this week or next week or whatever. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and make a schedule an appointment with this printing company that's right up the road from me to go ahead and get my stickers put on it. Granted, I've had it for a while. And so what I did was I just put the old stickers that I had on the rental truck onto this one. They're just magnets, and they've been doing okay, but I can go ahead and put something permanent on there because I'm gonna have it. So yeah, so that's that. So a little bit more about the truck that I got. It's a 2012 Freightliner M2 106 business class box truck, 26 foot long. It's got a Cummins engine. It's diesel. So I'm sure you can imagine how I'm feeling right now with diesel prices and stuff like that. I mean, I'm spending close to like $270 to fill it up, roughly every night, really, actually. And that's like from like a little less than half a tank. So usually it only takes half a tank to do a full trip. So that's from Chattanooga up to Laverne, Tennessee, and then over to Knoxville and then back to Chattanooga. So in total, about 400 or so miles, roughly. It only takes half a tank to do that usually. So when I refill it, that's what I'm going off of. I've had to like refill it from below like way less than half a tank, and that's not fun at all. So try to keep it above half a tank at least, or right around there every time I fill up, because it starts getting a little too costly once it gets below there. But yeah, so I got the truck. I purchased it. I think it may have been like May 20. It was around May 20th-ish, around that time, May 19th-ish, around that time, actually, that I got the truck. I bought it up in Nashville, Tennessee, from a place called Country Trucks. And at first I was thinking like I was getting sold a lemon, but I didn't want to like jump to any conclusions and say like, oh man, I'm about to raise hell on this. But I just was like, let me see what's going on, figure out a couple of things, because it was some things I had to learn about it as well. So like when I first got the truck, I picked it up. I was driving home. Telvin and he drove me up there to Nashville to pick it up. I was driving it back to Chattanooga, and the check engine light came on. So I was like, dang, like this is like, I mean, not even really day one technically, because I had not even had it for the whole day yet or whatever. But like, pretty much day one, I had an issue. So I took it over to Redco, a shop down in Rossville, Georgia that Telvin has used before. And they told me like, it's gonna need a new NOx sensor, which is NOx. That's how it's spelled out. So NOx sensor. which was going to cost, it ended up costing like $700 just for the sensor alone. And I still don't really know what it does. I thought it was something like if the, well, I really don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I thought it was either, but I was thinking of something like when the truck is like been rocking a lot or it's been driven either bumpy roads or whatever, that eventually like it'll knock some I don't know, something off in the truck, and that's what that knock sensor is for, to like equalize it or whatever. But I don't really think that's what it is. So don't take my word for that. But yeah, so I had to get a new one of those. I had to have a reach in down, which is where it just kind of like you flip a switch in the truck and it heats up the engine to like some crazy degree or whatever, and it burns off a lot of the sludge and oil and stuff that might have been caked up in there in the engine. So did that, and then next, so after that it was good to go. So I picked it up, and all this time I'm waiting for my tags and the title to come in. Well, not my tags, but the title to come in from the title company and everything like that, so I can go ahead and get the tags. Granted, the way that I got the truck, I had help from my uncle down in Georgia, so it's like registered in Georgia and everything like that. So I'm having to wait for those to get sent to him, then he to go and get the tags for me, and then get all that so I can actually drive legally. And in that meantime, I'm like, well, dang, like the truck is just sitting. Maybe I can run a couple. I still have my DOT number and my stickers and everything like that. So I was like, maybe I could just run a couple and be okay. So I did a couple. Granted, God was looking out for me because I didn't get pulled over at all, thank God. And the only thing that the hiccup I ran into was like, and this was like fully on my part because I just not knowing pretty much. So I was driving up to Charleston, Tennessee, which is like right above Cleveland, which is right outside of Chattanooga, to pick up a load from Amazon. When I got there, they were like, "No, we can't do it. You can't pick up without a tag." So they turned me around. And my tank, I was gonna fill the tank up after I picked up the load, and headed up to Laverne, which is where I was going. I was gonna double up on that trip. But like, so I didn't get the load, so I just had to go back home or whatever. Had to cancel it in Amazon system, so that dinged me. But so all that say, I turned around, headed back down to back home, and I stopped off at an exit in Ooltewah, Tennessee, which is like maybe 15 minutes away from Chattanooga. Stopped there. When I pulled down to when I pulled onto the exit ramp, like I got to the end of the exit ramp. Granted, this is like 12 in the morning or something like that, like 12 a.m. I got to the end of the exit ramp, and the truck just like sputtered out and like just died out. I was like, dang, man, like what's going on? So I tried to crank it up a couple times, you know what I'm saying? Like it just wouldn't turn over. So I figured like I knew like I had a feeling like that the tanks were close to being empty. But of course, it's a new truck. I don't know like how close I can get to the E. Now that I know don't play with it at all anymore. But like yeah, so so it all to say it ran out of gas, ran out of diesel on me. So me not knowing that, I ended up calling a tow truck. And this is just a learning experience, but I ended up calling a tow truck, had them tow me to my house or to my apartment, as opposed to having them tow me to the repair shop. So that ended up costing me another tow to get it from my apartment to the repair shop like the next day or whatever, next day or two. So once I got to the repair shop, I know this is a long story, I'm sorry. Once I got to the repair shop, basically they called me like within an hour saying like, yeah, man, whenever you fill up, you need to put gas on both tanks because this truck has 2 tanks on it, 2 50-gallon tanks each. So he was like, you need to put gas on both tanks every time because they're going to the engine pulls from both tanks every time anyway. So it may only read on the driver's side saying like, oh, you're at a quarter of a tank, half a tank, or empty or whatever. It's only going to read on the driver's side, but it's pulling from both sides. So that's why you fill up both of them equally every time. So, they're emptying at the same time pretty much. So yeah, so learn that lesson. costly lesson again, because the nighttime tow is a lot more expensive than the daytime tow. So that was, good to find out early, I guess. So I don't find out later on, but yeah, so all that, was me getting going. Now I've been able to go, and that's been a couple weeks ago, maybe. So now I've been able to just run a few weeks now, and the truck has been doing phenomenal. It's been great. No problems with it at all since then. Yeah. So like it's been a good truck. But yeah, so I'm thankful for it. I prayed on it. I have my dad praying with me on it. You know what I'm saying? So it's been doing justice for me, doing really good. But yeah, so that's one update. So like I said, the business, we got our own truck, so we don't have to rent. That payment is a lot less than what it was than what it was paying. So as opposed to like $4,000 a month, roughly, or $3,400 a month, or whatever it was, it's like $900 a month. So yeah, so that's a big difference there. But yeah, so like then next update, I just turned 26 on the 21st of June. So another year around the sun. And yeah, so big ups there. Happy to see another birthday. Let's see other updates. Alexis now owns a horse, which means we own a horse. The horse that she had been riding for a while over at the barn that she did her lessons at. It like changed ownership, and so the new owner, who's like, he's a dog trainer, like he's canine trainer or whatever. He basically passed over ownership to her, so that she can like take better care of them. I mean, she's like, she does amazing jobs with animals and stuff like that. Like, I think that is her true passion. Honestly, that's what she wants to do for work and for like, I guess forever really, is to take care of animals. So she's loving that, and she's trying to get him to being as close to 100% as she can. So yeah, so that's another update there. I have an update from Telvin. I haven't asked him if I can mention it on the video or nothing like that, so I'll just save that for the next video, see if I can shout him out, he and Natalie. But yeah, so they had some updates. Let me see. I think that's about it. I had some stuff going on with my family also earlier this week, last week and into this week. Which is why I didn't upload a video last week, which is what I had planned to do. I had it recorded and everything like that. But then I got some news that it threw my plans off a little bit. And I don't want to say threw my plans off, but it just kind of like, I was like, nah, I'm not going to upload right now. So if if y'all are watching this, pray for the family and everything like that. I'd appreciate it. But yeah, so other than that, I don't think I really have any other news. Yeah, I mean, like I said, just been busy, just working. That's all. Still doing Amazon. Oh, no, I do have another update. So Telvin and I started a dispatching company. It's called KNT Express Logistics. I'll put a link to our website on here. So if you're watching, you have a chance to, you just go check us out. If you know anyone that's driving a truck, driving a hot shot, which is just a dually truck with a flatbed trailer. If you know anyone driving a box truck, and they need help finding loads, or maybe they want help finding loads, because it's hard for people to look at the load boards while they're driving, while they're delivering freight and stuff like that. So if you know anyone knows anybody that's looking for help with that, feel free to give us a shout. We've got cars and everything like that. I'm on, like I said, I'm gonna put a link in the description, so you can send them to that website, and we'll take good care of them. Other than that, let's see. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, man, just gonna be working, I guess. I'll be working tonight. I'll probably do a load tonight, and then get ready get back at it for next week. So yeah, man. So I'm glad to be able to do another video. As I know it's been a minute, like I said, I apologize about that. I've just been ripping and running, haven't had a chance to get around to doing the videos and stuff like that. Um, yeah, I mean, but other than that, I don't know if any of y'all watch Westworld. I'm gonna give them a shout out. I mean, you know, they got a new season coming out on Sunday, so I'm gonna be binging. You know, they got 3 seasons so far. I'm gonna be binging. I'm trying to get as far as I can. I might have to skip around a little bit because the episodes are long. But yeah, I'm gonna be binging that pretty much this weekend, outside of working and stuff like that. So yeah, man, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Catch y'all on the next one. All right, peace.